task is to analyze a forum post originating from March 14, 2005. The post was edited by a user. The primary focus is understanding the nature and relevance of such archived online discussions. Analyzing old forum posts involves several layers of consideration. Firstly, it is important to understand the technological context of the time. In 2005, internet speeds, software capabilities, and hardware limitations were considerably different than they are today. Technical discussions would have been framed by these constraints. Software available would affect how people communicated. Internet speed limitations would affect how one would even post online. Secondly, forum culture itself has evolved. Early internet forums often had different norms and expectations for participation. The level of formality, the use of jargon, and the accepted styles of argumentation might vary significantly from modern online communities. One should consider this when interpreting the tone and content of the post. Thirdly, the specific technical domain of the forum is crucial. Was the forum dedicated to electrical engineering, software development, or some other specialized field? Understanding the subject matter is essential to grasping the nuances of the discussion. The technical expertise level of the participants will greatly influence the content of the discussions. Fourthly, the purpose of analyzing the post needs to be considered. Are you trying to understand the history of a particular technology, identify early adopters of a new approach, or simply gain insights into the problem-solving strategies of the time? The intended goal will shape how you interpret the information. One may be curious what the participants thought of the technology. This helps shape one's understanding of the technology adoption rate. Fifthly, consider the potential biases of the participants. Online forums are often self-selected communities, and the views expressed might not represent the broader population. Individuals passionate about a particular technology or approach are more likely to participate, potentially skewing the overall perspective. Sixthly, one needs to assess the reliability of the information. Forum posts are not peer-reviewed publications, and the accuracy of the claims should be critically examined. Cross-referencing information with other sources is always advisable. Seventhly, archiving practices play a vital role. How was the forum post preserved? Was it part of a comprehensive archive, or was it recovered from a partial backup? The completeness and integrity of the archival process can affect the reliability of the information. Analyzing the forum post could also involve examining the user's profile, if available. This might provide insights into their background, expertise, and potential biases. Looking at their other posts could reveal patterns in their behavior and contributions. The date of the post is also important. March 14, 2005 falls within a specific historical period. Major technological events or industry trends of that time might have influenced the discussion. Researching these events can provide valuable context. The fact that the post was edited suggests that the user might have revised their initial statements. Analyzing the original and edited versions, if available, could reveal changes in their thinking or responses to feedback. When analyzing technical content, one should pay close attention to any code snippets, diagrams, or equations included in the post. These elements can provide valuable insights into the specific technical challenges being discussed. It is also important to consider the potential for misinformation. Online forums can be breeding grounds for inaccurate or misleading information. Critical thinking and verification are essential when assessing the claims made in the post. Analyzing the language used in the post can also be revealing. The choice of words, the tone, and the style of writing can all provide clues about the author's perspective and intentions. Considering the potential legal implications of the post is also important. In some cases, forum posts might contain defamatory statements, confidential information, or intellectual property violations. One should be aware of these potential risks when analyzing and sharing the content. Analyzing the post can also involve comparing it to other forum posts from the same time period. This can help identify common themes, emerging trends, and areas of disagreement within the technical community. The post can be also analyzed through the number of responses it generated and the number of views it received. This can provide insights into the popularity and influence of the post within the forum community. Analyzing the links included in the post can also be valuable. These links might point to external resources, such as websites, documents, or software downloads that can provide additional context and information. The post can also be analyzed in terms of its accessibility. Is the post easily readable and understandable, or is it filled with jargon, technical terms, and abbreviations? The level of accessibility can affect the reach and impact of the post. The post can be also analyzed in terms of its relevance to current issues. Does the post address a problem that is still relevant today, or is it primarily of historical interest? The level of relevance can affect the value of analyzing the post. Furthermore, analyze the post in terms of its originality. Does the post present new ideas or insights, or does it simply reiterate existing knowledge? The level of originality can affect the contribution of the post to the technical community. It is also important to consider the ethical implications of analyzing the post. One must respect the privacy of the individuals involved and avoid sharing any sensitive or confidential information. Analyzing the post can also involve using automated tools, such as sentiment analysis or topic modeling, to extract key themes and patterns from the text. The accuracy of these tools should be validated. When analyzing the technical content of the post, it is important to have a solid understanding of the underlying principles and concepts. Researching the relevant technologies and standards can help clarify any ambiguities or uncertainties. Analyzing the post can also involve consulting with experts in the relevant field. Their insights and perspectives can provide valuable context and guidance. It is important to be aware of the limitations of the analysis. No single analysis can capture all aspects of a forum post. The goal should be to provide a balanced and informed assessment based on the available evidence. One may analyze the potential impact of the post on the technical community. Did the post lead to any significant changes or innovations, or did it simply fade into obscurity? The level of impact can affect the long-term significance of the post. Finally, analyzing the post can also involve reflecting on the lessons learned. What can we learn from this historical artifact about the evolution of technology, the dynamics of online communities, and the process of technical problem solving? The insights gained can inform our understanding of the past, present, and future of technology. The post location of origin being in Minnesota provides a geographical context. Knowing the location allows one to research any local events or conditions that might have influenced the discussion. For instance, specific weather events or local industry trends could have played a role. Examining the user's online presence beyond the forum can provide additional insights. Are they active on other platforms? Do they have a professional website or blog? This broader view can help understand their expertise and perspectives. Analyzing the interactions between different users in the forum post can reveal social dynamics and knowledge-sharing patterns. Who is responding to whom? What types of questions are being asked? The answers can help understand how knowledge is exchanged within the community. The software used to create the forum post might have limitations. The software could have introduced biases or limitations in how information was presented. Understanding these constraints is important for accurate interpretation. The forum's moderation policies can impact the content and tone of the posts. Were there strict rules against certain types of speech or behavior? The moderation policies might have shaped how people express themselves. The user's intent in editing the post might not always be clear. Did they edit to correct factual errors, clarify their meaning, or remove offensive content? Understanding the intent is important for interpreting the changes. The passage of time can impact the relevance and accuracy of the information. What was considered cutting edge in 2005 may now be obsolete or even incorrect. The historical context must always be considered. Forum posts are often driven by specific problems or questions. Identifying the core problem or question is essential for understanding the purpose of the discussion. One may consider the potential biases of the forum itself. Was the forum associated with a particular company or organization? The affiliation might have influenced the content and perspectives presented. The post can be analyzed from an information retrieval perspective. How easily can the post be found and accessed by others? The searchability and accessibility of the post are important factors to consider. The post can be analyzed from a communication status perspective. How effectively does the post communicate its message? The clarity, organization, and style of writing can all impact its effectiveness. The post can be analyzed from a sociological perspective. How does the post reflect the social norms and values of the online community? The social context can shape the content and interactions within the forum. The analysis can involve identifying the key arguments or claims made in the post. What evidence is presented to support these claims? The strength and validity of the arguments are important factors to consider. The post can be also analyzed in terms of its contribution to the body of knowledge. Does the post add new information or insights to the existing literature? The contribution of the post is a measure of its value. The analysis can involve identifying any implicit assumptions or biases underlying the post. What assumptions are being made? How might these assumptions influence the conclusions reached? It is also useful to examine the potential counter-arguments or alternative perspectives. What are the other possible explanations or interpretations? Considering the alternatives can lead to a more nuanced understanding. It is important to be aware of the limitations of the available data. The forum post might not provide a complete picture of the issue being discussed. Additional research and investigation may be needed. The analysis can involve identifying any potential conflicts of interest. Are any of the participants benefiting financially or otherwise from the information being shared? Conflicts of interest can undermine the credibility of the post. The analysis can involve identifying any potential ethical concerns. Does the post raise any questions about privacy, security, or intellectual property? Ethical considerations are important to address. It is important to approach the analysis with a critical and objective mindset. Avoid making assumptions or drawing conclusions based on incomplete or biased information. The goal should be to provide a fair and accurate assessment of the forum post. Analyzing the forum post should be done in a systematic and organized manner. Developing a clear research plan and documenting the findings is essential for ensuring the quality and reliability of the analysis.